Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel Electronic Circuit Hub. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. So today we are going to learn about design of a 12 volt power supply by using Zener diode. So if you want to design a 12 volt power supply, you need to have some your technical requirement, technical specification. Okay, so our input voltage is 24 volt, output voltage is 12 volt and output current is 30 milliampere. Suppose you have a requirement of this. Okay. So right now I've chosen in fixed input voltage and fixed load. There is no line regulation and there is no load regulation now. We assume that we have a fixed input power supply, okay, and we have a fixed load. So basically this small circuit are 30 milliampere Zener voltage regulator are mainly used in the industry to drive a small relay, okay, 12 volt latching relay. So to drive a small circuit which is having very less power requirement, you may opt for a Zener voltage regulator, but the disadvantage of Zener voltage regulator, it is having a very less temperature stability. So this is the main disadvantage of voltage Zener voltage regulator, because the temperature stability is very poor. So in this tutorial we will do the design calculation, we will do the thermal analysis, and LT-spice simulation we will cover in another tutorial. So before I move to design calculation, I want to explain you the VI characteristic of Zener diode. So this is forward region. So I will not explain this forward region. This is a reverse breakdown region. Okay. So you can see, if you start applying a reverse voltage across the Zener diode, there is a very less current flow through it until at Zener breakdown voltage. So once you reach your Zener breakdown voltage, a certain amount of current will start flowing through this Zener diode. Okay, a certain amount of current will start flowing through this Zener diode. So at what point the current will start flowing? At VZ. At VZ, Zener goes in reverse breakdown region and a certain amount of current start flowing through it. Okay. So what is IZ? IZ is basically defined in datasheet of a Zener diode. So it is a knee current. It is a knee current at which Zener start conducting. Zener goes in reverse breakdown region. So IZK is the minimum current which requires to operate a Zener diode in reverse breakdown region. Okay. So what is now IZT? IZT is a Zener test current. At Zener test current, VZ is usually specified. So for my design, I use IZT to do design calculation. Alright. So what is IZM? IZM is a maximum Zener current. That means if you apply more than that current, more than IZM, your Zener diode may get damaged. So beyond, if you apply more current beyond IZM, your Zener diode will not be in reverse breakdown region. It may get damaged. Okay. So now this is the complete design and calculated value of each component. Okay, so now I will calculate the value of RS. I will calculate the power dissipation of RS, then I will calculate the VZ of power dissipation of Zener diode VZ. Okay, so let's move ahead. So for I have chosen SML 4738 to SML 4764 series Zener diode for my design calculation. So since you need 12 volt output, you want to have 12 volt Zener diode. Okay, so now your is your supply voltage, input supply voltage. This is Is. So Is equals to Iz plus IL. Current flowing through here and current flowing through here. This is Iz plus IL. So this is 20 milliampere. I already told you that is the test current IZT, IZT test current, and this is the load current. So that is total 50 milliampere. Now if there is a no load at output, that means it is open circuit. Okay, so since it is open circuit, there is no current flowing through this load, so all the currents now will flow through this Zener diode. Okay, all the current now flow through this Zener diode. So the Iz equals to Is equals to 50 milliampere when RL equals to 0, right? So now I want to calculate the power dissipation of this Zener diode. So PD equals to Vz into Iz. That means you have Vz 12 volt and Iz 50 milliampere. You will get 600 milliwatt. Okay, so power dissipation across this Zener diode is 600 milliwatt. So now for safer purpose you may choose 1 watt Zener diode. Okay, so one more thing, as you know that the power dissipation PD equals to Vz into Iz. So if you want to calculate now what is your new Iz, that is equals to 1 watt divided by 12 volt. So you may get around around 80 milliampere. So now I will calculate the value of Rs. What is the minimum series current limiting resistor you required? Okay, and what is its power dissipation? So if there is no load, that means IL equals to 0. In case of open circuit, for this calculation I assume Zener impedance equals to 0. Later I will show you the impact of Zener impedance. Okay, so if IL equals to 0, then your Is equals to Iz. Your input current would equals to your Zener current. Okay. So now what is your Rs? How will you get the value of Rs? You have to apply KVL in this loop. Okay, so Rs equals to Vs divided by supply voltage minus Zener voltage divided by supply current. Vs minus Vz divided by Is. So your Vs equals to 24 minus Vz 12 volt divided by 500 milliampere. You will get 240 ohm resistor. So your Rs value is 240 ohm. So uh, how much power dissipation across this resistor? So PD equals to I square R. The simple formula you can put I square R means Is square Is into Rs, this series resistor. So 50 into 50 into 240, you will get 600 milliwatt. Okay, so your minimum power requirement for Rs equals to 600 milliwatt. You may choose 1 watt series resistor. Okay, so now you got three things. One is Rs equals to 240 ohm. How much power you require for Rs? So you may choose 1 watt resistor. And what is power dissipation? Power rating for this Zener diode is 1 watt. So and power rating for this Rs equals to 1 watt. So this, until this, hope it clear to you. You understood the concept. Now uh, I will show you the role of Zener impedance and how it impact the output voltage. So I have replaced the Zener diode by its equivalent circuit. So this is the equivalent circuit of Zener diode. Now the RZ comes into the picture and this is Zener voltage. Okay. So So Vz equals to 12 volt, you already know this parameter data sheet specified. Okay, so at test current Zt, the value of Rz equals to 9 ohm for this diode what I have chosen. Okay, so now I want to I want calculate V minimum, I want to calculate V maximum. Okay, so Vz equals to, now you have to apply V out. You want to find V out, so V out equals to, this is V out. V out equals to Vz minus Iz into Zz. Okay, if you apply KVL in this loop. Okay, so Vz equals to 12 volt into delta Iz. Delta Iz is Izt minus Izk into Zz. So 12 volt into Izt test current is 20 milliampere. Izk is knee current. Knee current is specified in data sheet. So you can look a data sheet what is the knee current for your Zener diode. Okay. So into 9 ohm. So 12 volt minus 0.178 volt. If you solve this, you will get 11.8 volt. So your, because of this Zener impedance, your minimum output voltage would be 11.8 volt. So what would be now your maximum output voltage? So you, for your maximum output voltage, you have to again apply the KVL. So Vz plus delta Iz into Zz. So for this Vz 12 volt into this time delta Iz equals to Izm, the maximum Zener current flowing through the Zener diode minus Izt into Zz. So 12 volt into 50 milliampere minus Izt 20 milliampere into 9 ohm. So if you solve this total, you will get 12.27 volt. So for this Zener diode, you will have a voltage variation of 11.8 volt to 12.27 volt. So if you minus this 12.27 to 11.8 volt, you will get around some 400 millivolt ripple. 400 millivolt ripple. So there would be a 400 millivolt variation across your supply. Okay, so now I will do the thermal analysis for this circuit. So your power dissipation of Zener diode is 600 milliwatt. Your R theta Ja, this parameter is already given in the data sheet. For SMA package, it is 105 degree centigrade per watt. Okay, your junction temperature is 150 degree centigrade. These two parameters I've considered from the Zener diode data sheet. Okay, so now you have to find the temperature rise, which is delta T. Delta T equals to PD into RQ Ja. Okay, R theta Ja. So PD is 600 milliwatt. So 0.6 into 105, you will get 63 degree centigrade. Okay, so your temperature rises 63 degree centigrade. Now if your ambient temperature is 50 degree centigrade, means your Zener diode is working at maximum 50 degree centigrade. So you have to find the junction temperature. Tj equals to delta T plus Ta plus Tpcb. Maybe you ask, what is this Tpcb? So this is the temperature rise on the board, temperature rise on the printed circuit board. So delta T is 60 degree, 63 degree, then TA 50 degree, then 10 degree. So if you sum up this, you will get 123 degree. So your calculated value for junction temperature is 123 volt, 123 degree centigrade, but your data sheet says 150 degree centigrade. So it is, now you are in safer mode. Okay. So the limitation of this power supply is you cannot get more load current. So to overcome that problem, if you have some more load current requirement. Let's say if you want to drive your load at 100 milliampere, 12 volt at 100 milliampere, you have to go for some another circuit. Okay, because if you choose the same way, you will have to get more power rated of, you have to choose more power rating of your Zener diode. That will be cost you, and it will take more thermal dissipation, and it will take more space on the PCB. Okay, so to overcome that problem, you have to use a series pass transistor. This is the series pass transistor. So it is very simple circuit. So your input voltage is 24 volt, and this is series limiting resistor. Now this time you have to choose 12.7 volt to achieve 12 volt at output. Suppose let's say current flowing through this uh, base of transistor is 1 milliampere, and you have DC current gain HFE is 100. So if you multiply by 1 into 100, that is 100 milliampere that will flow through your load. Okay, so now you can achieve 12 volt 100 milliampere current. Okay, so why I have chosen 12.7 volt Zener diode for here? Because the base to emitter drop of this transistor is 0.7. So 12.7 minus 0.7 volt, you will get 12 volt at your output. Okay, so hope you understand how do we design a Zener voltage regulator. See you in next lecture.